Hey guys, and welcome back with me, Blue Star, here on another Farming Simulator 15 Gold Edition. I normally would have, sped up time right now and had these fields grow in before I started this episode. But right as I did that last time, luckily I saved right when I finished seeding the field here, because I ran into this. Let me speed up time for you, that way it'll pop up for everybody. It should pop up here in a minute. But you'll all see the message here in a minute. I went ahead and, finished harvesting these fields real quick. As you can see, that way I had a nice square field. I just planted some grass right through this section here, cut this little part of the field off. That way I had a nice little border. Did that the same thing on the other field. Let me run over there real quick. I'm expecting that message to pop up here anytime now. And there it is. Great demand at the grain elevator for wheat. I'm just, shocked and ecstatic over that. Second great demand in the same game day for another product that we should have a little bit in storage here. When we go open up the PDA here and take a look, we have 26,000 in wheat. So it's a 1.8 for the next 18 hours here. Down at the, where was that again? The grain elevator. So that's kind of cool to see. Here's the other field, I worked on, and I merged these fields together. Again, I just get a straight row here. I cut grass on the back side of here. It does chop off a little bit of the field here, but I didn't think I could ever be able to build a course route or get the basic hired hand to ever do that part of the field. I'd probably have to trim some more back, the trees, the building right there behind me. But there they are. I think if I remember correctly, I put canola on this field. I put barley on the other little one that I made. Here's some more parts of the fields that I ended up having to trim. I can finish planting that with grass if need be. We got two extra small little fields by doing all that little work there. Let's go ahead and speed time back up, because what I'm crossing my fingers and hoping is field 14 back at the original farm is I did put wheat on that field. I'm hoping, maybe less than 18 hours I can get that field to grow. I very seriously doubt it, but we can try. We can actually try. The one thing that I hadn't done is, and I was going to use this time while we're speeding time up, was I went ahead and I put in a course route right here. I called it Field 8 to Silo because Field 8's right here beside me. But that way I had a route to drive from this field back to our silos and come back out. Let me load it here, see if it'll show up. Field 8 to Silo. So as you can see, I forgot to plant part of that. I missed it. When I start here, I go down the hill, follow the road down, throw a little silo, do a circle out, and then come right back up here and park on the other side of the field. Now, what I haven't done was make the course route to go to the other side of this back side over here where these fields are. And the reason why I hadn't done that yet is I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to show you my way of how to extend these fields here. Just so you know, I don't have to do the whole entire route. You can do the whole entire route if you want to, or I'm going to show you the way I like to extend them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out the route. The route doesn't exist no more. I'm going to move here just past where that one ended. Let's actually slow time back down. That way we can have a little bit of daylight left. Come over here, again, I'm set my speed to 15 for the turns. I'm start recording and I just drive ahead. If you notice, I was just a little bit ahead of where that one ended. Drive down here to the road. Activate cruise control here for the turn. Follow the highway down. Activate cruise control again here. And we'll have to turn in here. And hopefully somewhere in about there, we'll stop it. Now this is only going to be a temporary name, so I'm going to call it temp. Let's see. We're between field 7.5, so let's do that. Temp 7.5B. Clear that right out. Now I need to figure out where I want to start from. Around here should work. Start recording. Press the 3 for cruise control again. Pull out here on the road. Drive it right back over here to field 8. That should be my turn coming up right here. Slide over in the grass, that way I can line up with this one's starting point and stop just before it. Stop the route, save the route. Temp 7.5A. Now, when we clear those out, if you notice right here, I have these fields down here. The reason why I did that is if I load them in the order, for that field to start over there, I'm going to start with the A route, tell it to come over here. Then I'm going to add the entire field 8 route, which will take me all the way down through the silo and bring me back to this location right here. Then if I add B behind it, that should take it all the way back to where we just started, and now we have extended the route for this new complete route, and we can save it. And we can save it as, what was our name convention? Field 7.5 to silo. Was that our naming convention? Yes, it was. I do have that one as a dot 5, but it's just, a way to name it. Now I don't need these partial routes no more, so I can destroy those. And there, that part is done. We now should have our route plotted to the 7.5 field, as I'm calling it, over here to this field. I don't even know what we're going to call this one. 7.9 8 Junior. That gets us those 2 routes in. Go ahead and max time back out. Like I said, guys, I was really shocked. I normally would have already sped time up and maxed it out and had these fields fully harvested before I would have done this episode, but right when I started to, that's when that great demand message popped up, and I figured I'd want all you guys know and see that we did get another second great demand. I'm very happy and shocked about shocked and happy about receiving that, because that's going to really help us get out of debt real fast. Hopefully get some newer and better equipment sooner. Real quick. So, real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I need to do a shout out and say thanks to another fellow gamer of mine named Brad M73. He gave me a shout out because, I told him about something I found on the map, and then he found it. So I actually have to, give him a shout out and say thanks for giving me a shout out. He's been doing this a lot longer than me, has a lot more experience, and he's actually been a great help to me, explaining things to me about YouTube and the recording process and I think it's called AdSense, how some of that stuff works, because literally I don't think without some of his information I still wouldn't be producing yet today. So give him a shout out and say thanks to him. And while I'm mentioning people, one of the things that actually interested me and sparked my interest in doing things like this was I originally first found Stockogloss himself producing these videos, and then later I came across Brad himself. I think, Brad even mentioned that's where he got some of his inspiration to do this, was from Stocko himself. So I'll go ahead and throw Stocko's name in there. I've only talked to him once or twice, but it was a great big community thing. Now, this actually got me curious. In the same video that Brad had mentioned to me, as he had spotted this tower and I had missed it, and he was trying to figure out how to scale it. I may work on that, guys. I know this is going to be a little short video. Not going to be a lot into it, mainly because we got to wait for the fields to grow and harvest, and got to pay attention to this time here. We're down to 9 hours left to get that field to grow, harvest, and hopefully get it turned in. So got to keep watching the growth state of the field. Speaking of that, we need to go check it. Where's it at? Growth state, probably this little light blue right here is where it currently is, field 14. So we still got at least another full stage to go. Let's see if we can figure out how to get up on this thing. Of course, I'm doing it at night. Makes it just that much more fun. Think I'm gonna do this hop? Nope. Shows an old ladder in there. But it won't let us in. Maybe, come on. Right here on the outside of it. Oops. There we go. Come on. Jump. Nope. We fell all the way down. Oh well, that's something we can look at in the future. See if there's any possible way for anyone to get up here on top of this thing. Oops. While I'm also thinking about it, I want to go ahead and say thank you to the subscribers. I'm actually being a little overwhelmed and shocked at how fast the channel is starting to grow. I think a lot of that, like I said, is because Brad gave me a shout out. So again, say thanks to him. Where we're at now? Come on. This is probably the most longest and tedious thing about this game, is in here waiting for these fields to grow. We're at the 5 o'clock hour, so there it goes, it's starting to turn to the last shade of darkness. If nothing else, even if I can't get that field in, I do want to go ahead and sell what we do have under the great demand. That way we can at least receive some of that profit. Nice little cloudy, foggy morning here. How much time we got left? 4 hours. So I need to make sure, even if it's not in by the 9 o'clock hour, I need to stop or return time to normal and go ahead and sell what we do have. Go ahead and get this tractor out of the way. Oops, hit the post. It's coming up on the 8 o'clock. We should be down to what, 3 hours? Two left. Probably gonna be just outside the window for it to actually harvest. There's 9. Let's shut time down. Yep, doesn't look like we're gonna make it, guys. So we might as well just go ahead and sell what we got. We still get, you know, roughly 2 trailer loads. So we set the course. And we're going to the grain elevator all the way down south. Let's see, trying to figure out our route to take there. So we start here, follow the road down like this. Makes for a long trip, but it gets us there. So while we're doing it, we might as well go ahead and record our route. Press the R, we want wheat. Thank you. Start recording. Engage cruise control. I tend to do that, guys. I don't know if y'all have noticed that yet or not, but I like call off a checklist in my head when I'm trying to do stuff, make sure I'm not missing steps. Okay, full speed. Again, you know, if I was using the other tractor that has a little bit more horsepower, I could make these same course play routes with a top end speed a little bit higher because it's just a tractor, but you know, sometimes slower is better in life. It's hard to understand that and the way a lot of people and the way we live our society today, but sometimes it is. And I think I'm gonna have a traffic problem here with all these cars. I'm hoping not. Yep, I'm gaining on him. No, beep beep, move. Come on. You're affecting my route. I watch him stop up here at the intersection and not want to move. And of course, we're all going to go the same exact route. Now here's a roundabout. I don't think I've actually had a trip. I have not had to drive through one of these yet on screen. But very simple. You just, which one of these is job one again? The one I just passed. That gives me a chance to show you how to fix this, guys, because I drifted too far. Pause it, back. Okay, let's get rid of our traffic problems. If I learn to drive with a trailer. Of course, you got that great big arrow, you know, telling me where my last waypoint is. I'm gonna pull it back. One more, actually two more. Simply, if you ever need to, guys, you can just pause the route like I just did. Come back here, delete the points that didn't go the way you wanted to. Drive up under them, and right as you pass it, unpause it, and it'll link you right back in. There we go. Now you probably noticed the X or the little arrows just disappeared. Doesn't look like they're showing. They actually are there. They, just because the way Course Play works is they work so high off the ground level, and because we went on a bridge, the arrows actually went down under the bridge and then came right back up. I'll show you all that after we get the route done. Wow, this trailer likes to weave a lot with this little trailer, with this little tractor. Again, that's where, you know, a bigger tractor that's more stable would have done better. And this one, I need to pretty much just go straight through the roundabout. Get through the middle. And this should be our crane elevator. Pause. That swerve there was an example of the trailer's too big for the tractor to handle. And it literally just pushed it. That is one of the mechanics they've added with Farming Simulator 15. Most of y'all probably already know that, as they've tried to actually make things a little bit more realistic. And that's one of them right there, you know, the too large of a tipper just pushing the smaller tractors around, or the smaller tractors having problems, you know, pulling these big tippers full of grain up the hills. Okay, here we're going back. And we've got a car on the way. Please go straight, please go straight, please go straight. Well, like I said, go down the route we want to go down. Thank you. I very much appreciate you, because you're not going the normal speed. Turn, turn, please turn. Okay, we get to follow the car, guys. What this is affecting is, because I'm not able to go max speed right now, is every last single route or tractor that drives this route now will go at the speed that I'm recording at. You know, there is a setting to go in there and tell it to drive max speed, but it also defeats the purpose of me doing the slowdowns for the turns. If I can actually do a zoom out right here. Turn the camera out a little bit. See how the orange arrow starts to go down right there? You can see them, they're down below. Actually just following the curvature of the land, the river. But because the bridge is here, the game will go ahead and drive across the top, even though, you know, the marker got put below the bridge. So if you've ever seen that happen on another bridge or anything else, like for instance the grain silos when you offload. Now the proper way to do this is to go all the way around, correct way on the roundabout. And then off we go again. I still have not heard from anyone if they know why the markers go from orange to green sometimes. I'm waiting to know that if anyone has the answer. I used to think it was distance, but I've seen it happen, right away. And I've seen it, never happen. So. I just noticed the time, and I never slowed time all the way down. That's why. I was noticing it was already halfway through the hour, and that's because I didn't get the time slowed down to real time. I still had it at that, that ×5 multiplier. We're almost done with this route, guys. There's the farm coming into view. There's control. Line back up and stop just before we go under. Stop it. Now we need to save this. This is grain to... What was that? Was that the grain elevator? Elevator. Ah, it was. Again, we want to take wheat, so tell them to go ahead and drive. It should pull under here. Load up wheat. He should not be able to get a full load. He should be just short of it. Yep, 11,499. I'll go tell him to go ahead and drive. And we already have a problem. I turned way too sharp when I first plotted this route. So I'll have to redo this route, guys. That's why a lot of people say they say wait for that second marker before you make that very first turn. And that's an example of why. So I'll end up redoing this route off screen, guys. Y'all already watched me make it once. I'll do the same thing again, but hopefully, less cars, less traffic. I may even actually switch out tractors, that way I can do it with the bigger tractor. I want to go ahead and get this. Actually, I don't want to wait on these cars. Since I already know I have to redo this route. Just drive it myself, see if I can pass him. Normally when I am recording these, I won't do a pass like this because you never know about oncoming traffic. And the main reason for, one of the reasons for putting in these routes is so we can have multiple tractors driving it if you need be, or you can go do something else. So it's not like you'll be riding along watching him. Again, everybody's going the same way I want to go. This must be a popular road. See if we can do a little shortcut. Oh, question mark we didn't hit. Biomass heating plant. This facility produces heating to the nearby villages. Once you start cutting trees and generating wood chips, you can sell them here. See, this is why you wouldn't want to record. Here I am trying to pass cars, and here's oncoming traffic. See if I can thread the needle. There we go. Old-time telephone poles, light poles, however you want to call them. I always thought that was something weird. They're actually called telephone poles, but you mainly see power lines running around down them. Telephone lines are normally buried now. I guess they got the name telephone poles because that's originally, you know, what they were ran for was to actually carry the telephone wire. And you know, we've just kept the original name after all these years. Little cross support there, you know, show the extra support beams where it has to cross. There we go. So we're $13,000 on the plus side of things now. I'm not thinking of anything major, you know, we can purchase off the top of my head with just 13,000. We could probably, you know, borrow a little bit more money, buy a beehive, or buy at least a beehive, maybe two if we maxed out our loan. For the solar panels, the equipment. Let's pull over and take a look real quick. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and drive while we're looking at this. The equipment, sewing machines, storm question, the Vandersag. This Vandersag will actually let us do our cultivating and our seeding in one pass. And also it's 6 meters wide, if I'm correct. Yeah, 6 meters instead of 3. So you know it can do the work of 2 tractors in one pass. Plus, you know, it's twice as one. What else can we look at? Don't think we can afford any tractors yet. That's the baby New Holland, 64,000, but he's not much better than what we already have. That's the other New Holland. That one I do know. I do like this tractor. Well, let's actually, because we're in the new game, let's try to look at the Zetaurus. Okay, we have this one. No front attachment. High maintenance cost. 121 horsepower. That's the other one we got. As you can see, he's underpowered. 117. He's slightly weaker than that one, but he does have the front attachment capability. And it says he can do a front loader. For 98,000, so I'm gonna say this is gonna be one of the ones we're gonna target, guys. Here, let's see, what does it recommend for this? Ooh, 180 horsepower. He's a little under for that. No, it's 117. It was a T6. 160. More horsepower, but definitely costs more. So we definitely do need to be saving up our money, guys. So if nothing else, let's do this. Go ahead and repay some of this loan. And that'll drop some of our interest, at least for now. What was our loan at? 155. So we still got 45,000 we can borrow out if need be. So guys, I know this is probably going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. I'm not sure exactly how long it's lapsed, but I want to make sure brought y'all back, let y'all know we did get that second great demand. Did do a couple of shout outs, you know, just saying thank you to them. One for, you know, doing a shout out for me to help me grow my channel, and give credit to do for those that, you know, sparked my interest in this. So again, thanks guys. Hope y'all are liking the series. I'll see you next time. Take care and peace.